like, what is going on? I swear I'm not tech savvy. I'm not IT. I'm not tech savvy. I'm like, how do you go live on a schedule live? So I figured it out. Hi, Lindiana. I missed you guys. I know it's been a minute. I want to give you a little update on the bag tags. I'm still waiting to hear back. I sent them a follow-up email, so just waiting to hear. Hoping, I'm crossing my fingers because I would love to offer those to the bag makers, because I know it's been rough trying to get the bag tags. So I want to give an apology to Phoebe. She's from Bloom and Needle. I signed up for her tester, and I have a sick kid. My job is demanding, so so this is what I'm going to be sewing up: the Alice Wristlet. So I did have permission to go do like a little YouTube tutorial. So I was reading the instructions. Some is a little confusing, so I'll give her my little feedback on that. I'm having trouble with the card slots, how to understand it. So maybe we can figure it out together. The instructions are easy to read. It's just I can't figure out. So maybe she had markings on the pattern piece to where to align everything. It'll be a little easier because it's supposed to be what's the beginner confident, I think. Confident beginner. Confident beginners. So that's the skill level. So I'm going to start out with, let me turn on my heat press because I have to do a stabilizer on one, because we're going to put that one together. Is the front part. There's two separate pieces. There's the plastic look and the crystal look. So I'm doing the crystal look. So I'm going to bring this down a little bit so you guys can see what those pieces are. This will be the front piece. So I'm making it out of this bumblebee and sunflowers. This was from Sew Yours, but they no longer carry that. So I had, vinyl that I've had sitting there already. So I use those pieces. So a lot of my vinyls are from Sew Yours, and they don't carry this type of vinyl anymore either. But they do have solid back. Hi, Tony. Well, good luck on your craft show. I wish you so much luck and success on that. We're going to do this odd piece first. We're going to align it here. And she did say draw that. The marking, it's 3/8 of seam allowance. Yes, I wish you so much success, Tony. So we're going to sew this here. Bring it down too far. I'm using the Sew Yours Tex 45 mustard color. Let's bring you in closer so you guys can see what I'm doing. go. Back stitch and just sew. Then we're going to open this up, press it, and we're going to top stitch these down. Maybe we're going to top stitch this down of 1/8. And of course, top stitching goes to 5. See this little hanging piece over? We're going to cut that. Then we're going to take the other piece. Let me bring this so you guys can see. This way. Hoping I'm sewing this right, because I was looking and reading the instructions, but I feel like these pieces are a little long. Nope. Yep. I'm gonna have to seam rip. This is the first time I'm doing this bag because I've been behind on testing for her, but I'm not. I have to bring, because you see how this over here on this side is nice and even with this, but when I turn this over, it doesn't match. So, seam ripping time. It's okay. We're here to hang out too. It's been a while. Can always fix your mistakes, you know. It's no biggie. No biggie. Take all these little thread out of here. Okay, let's start it again. It has to come over a little bit. I think this will be fine. Trying to see. Maybe I should do it this way. And let this hang. And cut it down. Maybe. Or maybe. Yeah, this is let's see. Let me see something. Yeah, I think that right there is perfect. Let's go back here. Yep, so much better. Maybe not. Because it's kind of like, oh, it's okay. Because we're going to sew all this down. Sorry, I'm trying to see if everything aligns. If I cut this off. Sorry guys, I'm trying to align. This is the front, but look how cute it looks. Like, that's the front of the bag. Trying to figure out how to align these things. Because it's fine here, but if I cut it off, it's gonna like not match. So it's like you have to play with this. And then it's hanging too much on that side. One more time. Sorry, it's gonna be a longer tutorial. I apologize. Don't listen to me. Just read the instructions. I did, but it's I have to give her my feedback on that. Maybe the instructions should be a little more clear because this is a tester. bag. I'm going to do this one more time, and I think the third time's the charm, right? The third time's the charm. And it's been a while. I haven't touched my machine in a while either. We learn with you. We all learn from each other. So I would say third time's the charm. In my opinion, this says confident with beginner, maybe. I would say beginner. Maybe intermediate, maybe in between. Because you have to, like, now, I'm trying to see something. Okay, maybe here. From here. Let's pin that. Sorry, if you're not, you can't see. I'm trying to see if I pin it here, when I sew it, it'll, yep, I think start, yep. Hang it, let me put a little bit of, trial and error. I think this is it. I think this should be it. Alright, let's go back to this. That's my, because I'm taking too long, so she shuts herself off the heat press. Okay, one more time and then I'm done, and then it's gonna be, it's gonna be one of those, it is what it is. But I think this time it will be fine. Okay, here it goes. Yep, I think that's perfect. And then we're going to do the top stitch. Top stitch is always an 1/8 of an inch, and I use the number 5, the stitching. And then we're going to snip those hanging pieces off. There you go. Let me see. Isn't that cute? I'm gonna put this is the front. maybe put the logo there. What do you think? My right? It's pretty. It's gonna look really pretty. It's trial and error. It's a tester pattern. So it's making it, putting it together, and give her my feedback on maybe the instructions should be. I have to reread the instructions. Maybe I'm misunderstanding on the placement. So yeah, that's really cute. And maybe put my logo here. Or should I put it up here? What do you think? Where should I put it? Maybe here? Thinking here. I need to do my snips. Closer to the V? Okay. Let me do my snips though, because I gotta see the center. So I can center it right. Okay, so here is my, I need my marking pen. This is the center. So that would be like 3 inches down. Here. Here. I need my deckable heavy, a piece, and maybe I'll just use my Pellon. Lindiana, where are you? Because I think you commented, was it you that commented on my post that we're in the 80s? Because I'm in Florida. And you said you're in the 20s. Was that you? Yeah, we were just in the 20s not too long ago because it was crazy. We're not equipped for that. We don't own coats down here, so we were really cold. California. So I don't think. Just make sure you cut your holes in there. As a matter of fact, I messed up. Well, actually, no, I didn't. Once you do this, I missed a step. I have to put the Decoville light on here. Sorry, that's another. Let me get my lint roller. Thank goodness I didn't put that down in there. But I knew something was missing. So I had to put my Decaville light. Actually, let me get all these the pieces off. The thread. What's the temperature in California? So you have to put your Decaville light on here. Let me go to the press. I gotta turn it back on. Okay, that's actually 56 is not too bad. I like that weather actually, especially in Florida when we get there. It's not so cold. Yeah, I'm waiting for the heat press to heat up so we can finish that front panel. There it is. Hot. Hot off the press. So now, where did I put the holes? It's right there. Because I have to put the holes back in. You can see it right here. Yep. And the other one is right here. Careful you don't cut your fingers. Yeah, my sister wants me to move to Virginia. I'm having second thoughts because I'm from New York. So yeah, I grew up in the snow, the cold. I don't like that kind of cold. It's just not. I just like that, like 50s, 60s cold weather. That's the type of weather I like. I'm just installing the name tag. That's looking really nice. Now I get my duct tape. There we go. See? It's pretty. That's gonna be really pretty. And this is the back. Just showing you the back with the zipper. There's gonna be like an outside pocket. And then it's gonna be really cute. It's a little wristlet bag. We're gonna do the wristlet strap. Next, you got the instructions already here. Where's my ruler? I can't find my ruler. There it is. So this is 3 by 7.5, I believe. And then we're going to do 1.5 line down, because we're going to put a double-sided tape down in the middle. I need to put new ink in there. Let me use this one because that was fading. Yeah, I would tell you what materials I have. Most of everything that I'm doing is exactly from your Sew Yours. Sew Yours retired their sunflower with bees, that the ones that I'm using. So I'm using what I have left to make this little wristlet. So I would, put where I got the stuff, but as I said, they retired their stuff, so I'm gonna use this big old chunk of 1/2-inch double-sided tape in the center here. I call it my tape scissor. Okay, so we're going to press this in the center. Press it down. We're going to leave this over here open because when we get here, it's going to be continuous. It's not going to be open. I don't know how to word it. Sorry. Sometimes we do the key fob, right? And we don't continue it, and we just put a fold and put the rivet. This one will have a rivet also, but it's going to be continuous. So we're going to leave this kind of open over here. And then we're going to fold the other side in the center. Because what we're going to do is fold it here to sew these together. I'm gonna have to like peel off some of that double-sided tape up here because I don't know how that's gonna not stick to the metal. So let's try to take some of this out. Maybe try to fold it enough so it won't hit the metal. Yeah, my finger wants to get stuck on that. That's some strong tape. The tape is from Wawa or Wawa, however you want to say it. And I like that medium strength one because the light one is too light. Let's see. Hi, Maria. Yeah, me too. I like the continuous method. It's seamless, you know. I'm just trying to figure out, because this is actually my first time doing a continuous, believe it or not. So I'm kind of scared about the double-sided tape, like getting stuck to the metal of my sewing machine. So, what seam allowance is she saying for here? Before we do, wait a minute, before we do that, we don't want to not put the hook in there. Sorry. Where is my hook? Oopsie. I guess they don't pay attention to me. Let's bring this down a little bit because we got to fold it this way to fit. No, wait a minute. No, that's right. No. Hold on a second. I need a smaller one. I was going to sew it without putting a hook in it. I have a smaller one. And that's too small. This is gonna have to do because I don't have a small one. So we're going to put the hook in here. Like so. And then open this up a bit back. You see what I was gonna do, Lindiana? Shame. Shame on me. Then go this way. Indiana. I was gonna do the continuous without putting a hook in there. Believe that? Ladies and gentlemen, do not do this without putting your hook on it first. Yes, I did catch it. I was like, wait a minute. Alright, so she says to sew this where are you? A quarter inch seam allowance. Oh my goodness. Shouldn't be this complicated. Okay. You guys see? Let me, my hand is in the way. I'm not sure you can see that. Then I'm gonna open this. Let's do some snips at the edges here. I'm going to open this, press it down, then fold over. Then fold this over as well. Put it all in there. And then we're going to fold this here. Clip. Because we're going to stitch them close all around. I'm going to do it on both sides. Now we're going to sew an 1/8 of an inch. We're going to close that out, and then we're going to come on the other side to stitch, and then we're done. And then we'll go and close this and attach this down the clip, and then put a rivet on it. So I'm going to start over here. Probably do this live in 2 parts because, you know. All right, move over that way. Okay. gonna do this part in black, but I ran out of black, and I have plenty of this one left over, so I just said I'm just gonna do it as the sunflower and the honeybees or bumblebees. Let's cut these off. Move this over here. Lighter. I'm gonna singe the hanging thread. I'm just melting it down so you have no thread sticking out. There you go. Now we're going to do the other side. Start it. There. Singe the threads. There you go. And then we're going to take this here and we're going to, you see, there's your wristlet. It's pretty nice. And we're going to take it and stitch along here, and we're going to put a rivet. Maybe bring it down a little bit more so the rivet right there. Yeah. So let's stitch that. I think it's, let me read it. Hold on a second. She had, yes, she stitched it down and put a rivet. Hold on a second. Did she stitch it down? Because I'm like, I don't think it needs to be stitched on. I think it just needs a rivet. So I'm just going to do a rivet. So it says 3 1/4 inch. So we're going to do this. We're just going to do the rivet. And where's my 3/4 of an inch down? I would say here would be good. She said, hold on a second. Yeah, I'm just gonna do the rivet. I think that's good. Do the rivet here. I'm just marking where I want my rivet. Right there. Right there. Where's my punch? I need a punch right here. I need to order. Who has a messy sewing room? Because I need to organize my room. It's like every time you organize it, it just comes back to a mess. I'm going to put the right size. Right there. Make sure everything's aligned. Let's do one at a time. Hold on, because this is not, it's too thick. That's one. And then we're going to mark the other side. Right here. Go into my rivet press and press it. Rivet and press it. There you go. It's a rivet. You don't have to sew it down because it's all good. Yes, it is. I like the way it turned out. So we're going to do, that's this. Then we're going to do the D-ring connector. I'm going to do a D-ring connector. Let's put this to the side. And we're going to measure that. To 1 inch. Let's get a mark. Come on. I need to mark. Sometimes these pens work, sometimes it gets on my nerves. So I'm just going to use a regular pen because it's on the inside anyway. And of course the pen don't work either. Let's get it here. There you go. Oh my goodness. There you go. The way I see it, as long as I'm like on a part that you're not gonna see, you're fine. I need this to be right in the middle of. Stick these down here and there. Then we're gonna stitch 1/8 inch here on each side. I'm going to go on the other side. Then we're going to take the D-ring, put it in through here, fold, and we're going to stitch across to keep it there. Do a 1/4 inch seam allowance. There goes your D-ring connector. I feel like it's a little too short. I don't know. We'll see. She did say 2 by 2, so that's the cut of it. So that's that. Okay, so I've been like, so in her, let me put my, sorry, inside, with the lining, there's going to be one side with card slots, and there's one side for the slip pocket, and it's divided in 3. And this one This is supposed to be the, oh my god, I can't think, the card slots. So I'm just trying to read the instructions. I read it over and over and over. So I think I understand what she said in there. Not sure. So we're going to figure it out, right? Together. Not sure. If not, I can finish this tomorrow with you guys tomorrow night. Hang on, let me do the slip pocket one first, because the one with the card slots was a little confusing for me. So I may just do a 2-part tutorial type thing deal for that. And what is my slip pocket? And then continue to read. There's a slip pocket and this. Okay. And continue to read to comprehend, and I'll message her to ask her what she means by that. Even though she does have pictures on there, but the pictures, the fabric she used for the pictures is like black, so you can't see, but she did put like lines on it for reference. So it's like, I don't know, I'm more of a visualize and read the instructions type person, which if I don't understand something, I'm going to ask. So this is a slip pocket. So we have to sew those together. Hold on a second. Usually your slip pockets, when you do it, you have to fold this in. Let me read real quick. Sorry, guys. Okay, I got it. So we're gonna fold this over. We're gonna sew the sides down. And I'm a little tired. I'm still tired. You know, when you have a medically needy child, it's like, it's exhausting. And then with a job that's demanding. So, and I haven't been active on YouTube because everything just happens at once, and it's like trying to build a business here, and it's like something happens, right? And then you have to take your time to get back into things. Okay, so we're gonna sew the sides. Take the slip pocket piece and fold it in half. Full piece measure, and then sew both your edges, 1/4 inch seam allowance. She's okay. Doc gave her some medications to take, so she's okay. We have an MRI scheduled for Friday for her, and then once she's done with the MRI, she'll start the infusion therapy for her Crohn's disease. But when she gets sick, so it's very stressful. I mean, you hate to see your babies get sick. You know? Like that. Because it's scary to see that happening. Because you don't have, many times I've rushed her to the hospital. Thank you, Lindiana. I appreciate that. You know, she's a good kid, and it upsets me, you know. I can't complain. Both my kids, yes, I have a son, he's adult, he lives in Maine, and he'll be 26 this year. My daughter turns 18 this year. So, I think some of us are very lucky to have good children. I appreciate that. I'm just very exhausted all the time. I fell asleep last night with my clothes on. Then we're gonna snip these here because we gotta turn it out, so that way you don't have that bulkiness there. And I was so tired. My daughter was like, let's go watch TV. I said, okay, we watch TV, and I fell out. I didn't wake up till like 4 in the morning. So Lisa, I was like, you didn't wake me up. She was like, I didn't want to disturb you. I was like, it's okay, you know. She's a good kid. I can't complain. And then she wants to go to college. So it's kind of like she can take on some online. I mean, she has to start her therapy. Hopefully this will give her some kind of normal life in general. I don't know how this slip pocket is going to be divided in 3. It looks really small. I'm just going to leave it as is, and I'm not going to divide it in 3. Maybe in 2. But I'm going to have to press it. Use my iron. Probably finish the bag off camera. Because it's not like I made this, like, do a prototype first. I just went in to do it. And it's taken me longer than I expected, because I thought by reading the instructions I would have this done, because it's not a lot to do. It's just a couple pieces, but her instructions are a little confusing for me. It is exhausting. And then I'm in a rental right now, so we're currently looking to purchase a home because my lease is up here in January. So we've been looking around because I'm gonna share my age. I don't care. It's just a number. I'm 54 years old, and being a single parent for a very long time is exhausting, especially when you don't have the other partner with you that's not involved as much. So it's all you know. And I'm tired of moving around, because I always like to rent, because I don't want to be responsible for anything that, you know, when something breaks down, you have to pay for it, right? The landlords are responsible for it. But then I'm like, okay, every year the rent is going to go up, and it's going to come to a point that I'm not going to be able to afford here, and I have to move again. So, yeah, that's where I'm at. Let me go press this. I'm going to go iron. Give me a second. I'll be right there, guys. Sorry. Lots of starch. So it's pressed. Sorry, took a little bit. Now, this is the that's gonna look cute. So we gotta do, hold on, it's my white one. This is here, so we're going to do here. We're just putting a marking in the center because we're going to put with my 1/4 inch or 1/8 of an inch. I don't even know what the size. I think it's a 1/4 or 1/8 on each side of the slip. I don't know how you call this thing. The slip pocket protector. Let's just put it that way. Can't even think straight right now. On each side of that center line, because what you're going to do is take one off. I'm going to center this. That starch that I got smells so good. I'm going to put it here. And now we're going to take the other piece off. Fold it over. And then we're going to top stitch down. I would put it like, if you're gonna sew it this way, of 1/8 of an inch. If you're gonna sew it from this way, I would say, hold on, 3/8 of an inch. So to make it easy for me, because the guide of my foot here is 1/8, so I'm gonna sew it this way to guide it, like the edge, because that's 1/8 of an inch. And then we gotta go here. I'm gonna hold my threads. You know how Barbie doesn't have to hold her threads? I wanna know how, because every time I don't hold my threads, I get that nesting. Take my scissors and just cut this at the edge. Same thing over here. Go. Cut this a little bit. There you go. Here's your slip pocket. I'm going to snip my centers. Always snip your centers, so that way. And this is the liner text from Sew Yours too. This is the color Banana, which I really like. It's a soft, very soft yellow. In Indiana, I don't know, in the 80s, 70s to the 80s. I just want to know how many of you here, gentlemen, can remember their kitchen color. Growing up in the 70s and 80s, the kitchen color. I just look at it, I'm like, oh my gosh, it reminds me of my growing up with the kitchen color, that yellow. No, I look at it, I'm like, my gosh, brings back my childhood. I thought it was cute. Okay, now I gotta see. So this is one of your liner panel. So you're gonna put that there. So I'm trying to see what's the measurement up here. So I am reading. Okay. So this would be, give me a second, 1¼ inch down. So right here. So we're going to yeah, 1/4 inch. It shifted. Sorry. Give me a second because it just messed me up. That's the center. So we're going to, I'm going to fold this a little bit because I want to make sure it's centered right. And you go. So now we're going to go 1/8 of an inch all from each edge down, across, and up, okay? So we're going to sew that. I'm going to do it from here because I would like to put those small rivets at the edge because that looks so pretty if you put rivets on it. So singe the back a little bit. Singe it to note that. And that's your slip pocket. And I'm going to put some that small rivets here, so I think it'll look nice. Every time I look at that yellow, I remember my mother's kitchen. I'll be right back. I may take I don't know. Hold on a second. I need to get to this smaller hole punch. Alright, we just installed the rivets. But it looks nicer, it looks clean. It kind of like hides the stitching, but it looks nice. Very clean. Yes, it does. And it looks nice. I like it. And there goes your slip pocket. I just have to figure out, because this is the other panel for the lining, and this is where the oh my gosh, I cannot speak today. The card slots. This is supposed to be the card slot, so I'm trying to match everything, you know. This also was from Sew Yours, but this was a clearance. I don't think they carry them anymore. They kind of give it that Western kind of vibe. And so I just got to figure this out. This one's a little hard to comprehend. I was trying to figure it out. And this is where I'm going to end, because I just have to reread. I don't want to mess it up, because you know, once you mess up, you got to start all over again. And I would hate, I don't have any more of this fabric. And I already did the slip pocket, so I just want to make sure I'm doing everything correctly. There you go. There you go. So I'm gonna say goodbye. I may go on tomorrow night, depending. Message me. I don't mean to yell. It's just like, I'm sorry. Message me, because maybe you can help me figure it out. Maybe it's two brains is better than one, they say, right? Because I'm trying to figure it out. Like, how do you, because, okay, she wants you to sew this across, bring it out, and then how do you, I just got to figure it out. Message me if you can. We can figure it out, and maybe we can finish this tomorrow. And then I'll message her with my thoughts and in regards to the instructions, because I'm not understanding. I'm not comprehending what she's trying to say. And there's no tutorial for it. So, and Phoebe, I do apologize for the late testing. This life happens, and I'm glad to be a part of your testing. So, anyway, you ladies, have a good night. And if you can message me the Indiana, I really appreciate it. So we can figure this out together. Bye, everybody. Thank you for joining me. Please subscribe, like, and comment below. I would put where I got my stuff, but she no longer sells these materials. She does have the liner text. This is from Sew Yours. The liner text and banana. That's the only thing she has, but everything else she's doesn't have them. She retires them and brings new stuff. So have a good night. Bye bye.